Article 333. Adultery. Adultery is committed by any married woman who shall have sexually intercourse with a man not her husband, and by the man who has carnal knowledge of her, knowing her to be married, even if the marriage be subsequently declared void. Article 334, concubinage. Any husband who shall keep a mistress in the conjugal dwelling or shall have sexually intercourse under scandalous circumstances with a woman who is not his wife, or shall cohabit with her in any other place. Article 336, which is act of lasciviousness. Any person who shall commit any act of lasciviousness upon other persons of either sex under any of the circumstances mentioned in the preceding articles shall be punished by prison correctional. Article 337, qualified seduction. Qualified seduction, the seduction of a virgin, the seduction of a minor, 16 and over, but under 18 years of age, committed by any person in public authority, priest, home servant, domestic, guardian, teacher, or any person who has any capacity, shall be entrusted with the education or the custody of the seduced minor shall be punished by prison correctional in its minimum and medium periods. And Article 338, simple seduction, the seduction of a minor, um, 16 and over but under 18 years of age, by means of deceit and punished by arresto mayor. And Article 339, act of lasciviousness with consent of offended party. The penalty is arresto mayor, shall be imposed to punish any other act of lasciviousness committed with the same persons and same circumstances as those provided in Article 57 and 338. And Article 300 and 340, a corruption of minors. Any persons who shall promote or facilitate the prostitution of persons underage to satisfy the lust to another shall be punished by prison mayor. And Article 341, white slave trade. The penalty of white slave trade is prison mayor in medium and maximum period, and and shall be imposed upon any person who in any manner or under pretext and engaging in business or shall profit any prostitution or enlist the services of any other um, for the for the purpose of prostitution. And Article 342 is forcible abduction, the abduction of any women against her will and with lewd designs shall be punished by reclusion temporal. And Article 343, um, consented abduction, the abduction of a virgin over 12 years and under 18 years of age carried out the um, with her consent and with lewd designs and shall be punished by the penalty of prison correctional in its minimum and medium periods. And Article 344, prosecution of the crimes of adultery, concubinage, seduction, abduction, rape, and act of lasciviousness. The crimes of adultery and concubinage shall not prosecuted except a complaint filed by the offended spouses. And Article 345, um, the civil liability of persons guilty of crimes against chastity and person guilty of rape, abduction, uh, abduction and seduction shall also be sentenced. Number one is to indemnify the offended women, and number two is to acknowledge the offspring unless law prevent him from doing so. And number three is in every case support the offspring. And Article 346, liability of ascendants, guardians, teachers, or other entrusted with the custody of the offended party. The ascendants, guardians, curators, teachers, and some persons or who by abuse of authority, relationship, confidential, shall cooperate as accomplices in the perpetration of the crimes embraced in the chapters. And next is title 12, article 300 300 347, simulation of births, substitution of one child one child for another, and concealment or abandonment a legitimate child, the simulation of births and substitution of the child for another shall be punished by prison mayor. And the next article is Article 348, usurpation of civil status. The penalty of prison mayor shall be imposed upon any person who shall usurp the civil status to another should he do for the purpose of defraud the offended party or his hers. And next article is Article 349, bigamy. So the bigamy is the penalty of prison mayor shall be prison mayor is imposed upon any person that shall contract a second or subsequent marriage, and before the former marriage has been legally dissolved, or before the absent of his or her spouse has been declared presumptively dead with the means of judgment rendered in the proper proceedings. Next article is Article 350, marriage contracted against provision of laws. The penalty of this is prison correctional, that its medium and maximum periods will impose, and person who without being included in the provision of the next proceeding of the article shall have not complied with marriage is in disregard of a legal impediment. So Article 351, 352 day, 351, 352 is performance of illegal marriage ceremony. Priest in or minister of any denomination, religious, or secretary or civil authority will perform, shall perform or authorize any illegal marriage ceremony shall be punished in accordance with the provision of the marriage law. Next article is 350. Wala na day, and that's all.